people, what we saying? It's your boy Moozy13. We are back. You already know what it is. Make sure you guys like, comment, drop a follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. But we are back for another match preview. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United. It's the big one. I always look forward to these games because Arsenal United is a OG Premier League rivalry. We don't like each other. It's just never been the case, and we actually had a lot of competitive title races back in the day. Obviously, like I was a bit too young then, but still, even the recent period, it's just a known fact that Arsenal don't like Manchester United and Manchester United don't like Arsenal. So I always look forward to these games. And before I get into the preview, let me give you guys some quick stats. This is going to be 23rd match day in the Premier League. Arsenal played 34 games this season in all competitions. Our record is an outstanding 27 wins, 5 draws, and 2 losses. In the Premier League, we've played 22 games and we have 15 wins, 5 draws, and 2 losses. We have 50 points and a plus 26 goal difference, which is the most. We are currently on pace for 86 points this season, which an average points per game of 2.27. Very good. We are 7 points clear at the top of the league. City and Aston Villa are both on 43 points. If we're looking at just some of the head-to-head stuff between Arsenal and Manchester United, Arsenal actually played United in the earlier fixture at Old Trafford. That was actually the first game of the season. Arsenal won that game 1-0 due to a Calafiori header. Arsenal, if we're looking at the last season performances against Manchester United, we drew 1-1 at Old Trafford. I think that was a game where Bruno scored that free kick and Rice equalized. And we won 2-0 at the Emirates last season. We got those 2 goals from set pieces, I believe, Timber and Saliba. Our head-to-head record in the last 5 games in the Premier League against United at the Emirates is very, very, or not even just at the Emirates, just in general, is actually very good. We have 4 wins and 1 draw. Arsenal are actually also unbeaten in 7 Premier League home games against Manchester United. Dating back to the last defeat against United was a 3-1 loss back in December 2nd, 2017. That was the game De Gea went Super Saiyan. So we haven't lost to Manchester United for a very long time in the Premier League. United are coming off an impressive win against Manchester City where they won that game 2-0. It really should have been more. They had a lot of chances. Arsenal are coming off an impressive win against Inter Milan at the San Siro, beating them 3-1. Inter Milan at top of the Serie A. Arsenal also have not lost a game since Aston Villa and back in December, early December, I believe, or late November. And the good news for Arsenal is that Calafiori and Nkapia returned back to full training. We saw pictures today, so they are available for selection, I believe, although I do think Arteta is still probably going to go with Miles Lewis-Skelly. So those are just some quick facts to get out the way, and let's talk about this game. Like I said, I love this game, Arsenal Man United. It's bragging rights. It's the two sets of fans don't like each other. This isn't like Liverpool Man City where the fans on social media are like, oh, Liverpool fans would be like, oh, if we're not winning, I guess Man City can win it. Like, no, we do not want those. I guarantee if Arsenal United were in a current day, modern day title race, that's probably going to be the most hostile rivalry you're going to see. So we don't like each other. We know it. Arsenal are, let's just put it simply, Arsenal are the best team in Europe currently. Like, there's no debate about it. You look at the Champions League, 7 games played in the Champions League, 21 points, 7 games, 7 wins, scored 21 goals, I believe, conceded only 2, and that was against Bayern and Inter. Sensational record. In the Premier League, we're 7 points clear, sitting on 50 points. Probably should be clear by like 9 or 11. We dropped points in the last 2 games, which I expect us to fix this game. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for this game. I've been liking what I've been seeing from the United fans because they're very, very confident after beating Manchester City at Old Trafford to know that they're going to come and do something similar against Arsenal. Well, they definitely don't know what they're in for. Arsenal and Manchester City are just different this season. That's just how it is. Man City are struggling. You can see from the makeup of their whole team that, just getting Rodri back, signing maybe Aguehi and Semenyo is not going to solve the issues they have. I think it's more systematic. You saw that game against Man United where they were very open in midfield, very susceptible to the transitions. It's very easy to get at them. That's not going to be the case at the Emirates. Arsenal have the best defense in the league for a reason. Conceded 14 goals in 22 games. That's insane. We conceding less than a goal a game, which is nuts for a sport like football. So with that sense, I'm very confident we can deal with the transitions that United are going to get. And for me, that's the best opportunity to play us. I don't think they could play us the way they played Manchester City because they were very aggressive in that game, pressing them, like playing some free flowing football. They could try. They'll probably have some spells, as every team has some spells when they play in general. Like no team just has the ball for 90 minutes. So they're gonna have some spells. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. But for the most part, I think our midfield is going to be too strong for theirs. Subimendi and Rice, as opposed to Casemiro and Mainu, is going to be interesting to see. Mainu had a good game against City, so did Casemiro. But one thing I noticed is Manchester United are very susceptible as well to transitions. Yeah, sometimes they sit back and then try and counter, but if you can nick the ball from them in midfield, their midfield is easy to run through. You know, Bruno is not going to track back. Casemiro is aging now. Mainu is not the most mobile across the pitch. So I think Rice and Zubimendi can really have a say there, especially Rice. You know, he's the one that likes to carry the ball and drive. So I could see them resorting to, you know, last ditch tackles, fouls. Casemiro likes to go to ground a lot. So that should be an area we're looking to exploit. You know, we can, you know, get him booked and then kind of limit what he can do. And obviously, who do they have a backup? Ugarte. Come on, let's be serious now. So Arsenal in a very good strong. They're in a strong spot, and what makes it very comforting for me is knowing what Arsenal's record is at the Emirates this season. Arsenal have not lost a single game at the Emirates this season. In the Premier League, I believe we've played 22 games, maybe about 10 or 11 have been at home. In the Champions League, I've played 7 games, I think 3 at home because you do 4-4 away, and our next game is at home. So we've played 3 at home. We're unbeaten. We beat the likes of Bayern, Atletico. We Bayern 3-1, beat Atletico 4-0. I think Olympiacos 2-0. So we're very strong at home. So with all due respect, or all due disrespect, United are not coming to win at the Emirates. The best they can get is a draw if we're not clinical, if we're missing our chances, and we've had that the last 2 games against Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. So that's my only worry, that we're not clinical. But I think the team is gonna be up for this one. They're gonna know that the last 2 games they haven't performed to their best level against Liverpool and against Nottingham Forest, and I think they're gonna want to put this right. I think that game against Inter Milan is gonna give them a lot of confidence to, you know, approach this game in the right mentality, and I think we're gonna have fun in this game. It's also going to be interesting to see how Manchester United approach our set pieces. As you guys know, we are very good at set pieces. Scored another one against Inter Milan in the Champions League. So it's a huge meta for us, and teams don't know how to live with it. How United decide to deal with that is going to be interesting. Maguire is good at, you know, defending set pieces, but Maguire can't be their only savior for this. We have multiple players that can score set pieces. Obviously, the main one is Gabriel. Saliba can also contribute to that. Timber has also contributed to that this season. So there's a good amount of options that can actually, you know, play a part there. Martinelli even recently has been scoring some. He scored 2 against Portsmouth. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. And if Arteta decides to go with Calafiori or Hincapié at left back, you know, they're left back / center back, that hybrid. So there would also be a threat in set pieces. So I don't know if they're going to be able to live with that. We saw last season that game at the Emirates where we won 2-0. We scored both of our goals off set pieces. It's still majority of their team is still the same as that game we played them. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach it. Would they sit back? Would they want to bring the game to us? Either way, I think we're going to get the result that we're looking for, and I think Arsenal are going to win this game. I am going to go for an Arsenal 3-1 win. I think Man United are going to score because I know we kept 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games, but whenever we want to attack more, we tend to concede a goal or 2 here or there. We conceded against Inter Milan. We conceded prior to those 2 clean sheets, we were conceding a few goals. He conceded at Portsmouth. So I think we'll win the game 3-1. I think United will score, most likely Mbeumo because he's on fire for them. But for us, if it's the starting lineup that I want to see, the preferred lineup that I picked for another video, y'all check that out. I think it's going to be Jesus up top with Trossard and Saka, and I could see Jesus, Saka, and Odegaard scoring this game. I think Odegaard's do a goal. So I'm going to go for a 3-1 win, Arsenal to win this game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, drop a follow. It's your boy Muizy13. I'm going to see you guys for that post-match, but I'm very confident we get the job done. I'm out. Peace.